Hi everybody, my name is Sarah Knupp and let's talk about leadership skills. During the leadership skills questionnaire, I scored highest on having interpersonal skills, followed by conceptual. I've always considered myself good at reading other people and kind of picking up on subtle clues, so this answer did make sense to me. In addition, I really value respect. Both giving and receiving, I place a lot of emphasis on it. To me, this means I'd be the sort of leader who would have an open door policy, who would encourage discussion within my team. Skills I'd be able to access to secure staff would include those I've already mentioned from the skills survey, such as sensing emotional undercurrents, conflict resolution, and flexibility. I think it's very beneficial to be as flexible as is reasonable as a leader. For example, in my unit, we make our own schedule with the understanding that you will be moved to a different day if not every shift is covered appropriately. It's my dog. We can also, on my unit, swap shifts with other nurses without a lot of hoopla, with the understanding that the originally scheduled nurse is responsible for that shift being covered. According to Grohar, Murray, and Langen, staffing is considered a traditional management function, and while it is usually set by administration, it is something that should be consistently monitored to obtain the best results for both staff and patients. Nursing management differs from general management, as at the bottom line, nurses serve patients, and quality control, new protocols, everything is measured against patient outcomes. So after reviewing the vertical versus horizontal management structures, it seems to me that hospitals must have a vertical structure. I don't think a horizontal structure would work well or make much sense in a large organization such as a hospital. Vertical structures have employees with well-defined roles, e.g. nurses, a strong leader at the top, and multiple levels of management going on down the chain. For me, that sounds like, at my hospital, the chief nursing officer, followed by the nursing head of heart services, then the manager of my unit, then the charge nurse, and then, of course, as a floor nurse, I'm down at the bottom of the food chain. We do have transdisciplinary collaboration within this vertical structure. In fact, I think it's extremely necessary in a hospital. Such collaboration includes between nursing staff and physicians, and then also nursing collaborates with almost everyone, including dietary, maintenance, IT, housekeeping, etc. Those middle managers keep the collaboration in line, as sometimes issues just, kind of need to go above certain people's heads. A horizontal structure to me seems like it would only make sense in a small company. In healthcare, maybe a small healthcare center or perhaps a home health company. A horizontal structure has no middle management and a more informal management style. I can think of friends of mine who work in such companies. One is an architect with maybe 6 other people in the office, but in a hospital of thousands of employees, it just makes me cringe a little. The article that I read was in the International Journal of Integrated Care and was titled Organizing Integrated Care in a University Hospital, Application of a Conceptual Framework. So this article discussed a study of Danish hospitals which decided to change organizational strategies to better coordinate patient flow throughout the hospital. Sounds good, right? They focused on combining specialties within the departments, and this was referred to as horizontal integration across the vertical integration of the traditional medical disciplines. The part of the article I found most interesting was the creation of patient flow managers. Both nurses and physicians applied for the jobs, and it created quite a bit of strife when the nurses got the positions and the doctors realized that they would be under nurses. So this led to quite a bit of opposition and reopened the discussion about the role and the power of the patient flow managers. If I were to consider myself a manager, I would use, although I didn't place strongly in the conceptual skill set, I would utilize studies such as this to kind of continually evaluate my own place of work. Like I said earlier, I consider flexibility to be key. And if integrating models of care promoted better outcomes for my patients and staff, then I might be interested in pursuing a similar model, or at least introducing the idea to those higher up. That's all she wrote. So I hope you all have an excellent afternoon.